Hey, today at work I made these, and I want to show you why. Okay, so here's the deal. I have been working on a brochure for Metal Design Systems. They have not redesigned their mailing brochure for ages because they purchased like thousands of them. But now they're finally running out, and they called me to talk about what are we going to do with this brochure. So I took the brochure, the old brochure, and printed out paper copies of the new photos. And the reason, oh hey, there's my camera tripod. The reason is they wanted to go smaller, and I want them to stay big for these photos to really pop. And so I made a video kind of making the case for that. But in order to do that, I had to make a little mock-up, little prototype using the old brochure. Now, I think that this just looks way better than a bunch of those pages, and they agree. I'm sure they'll agree. They didn't want to do that anyway, but they wanted to go smaller. I think we should stay big. How am I going to convince them? By showing them. So I had a lot of fun, did some arts and crafts, and you can see the video that I sent them right now. Hey everyone, this is Travis here, and I want to give you sort of a virtual tour of my mock-up for this brochure. My printer is not great and is missing some black ink. I apologize, but I figured that for the purposes of this, it's going to do, and I'm going to put the high quality photos right over here so that you can see what it will really look like. I think you'll agree that the photos come across a lot better in a full page, and that is why I'm recommending that we actually stick with the same size and folding of the brochure and not make it smaller, not cut down on pages, because I think that these photos really need to be seen larger in order to have the effect that we're going for. So this one is from Hobby Airport. Hobby Airport, I think, had the best photography of all the projects. So I decided to start with this as an eye-catching, attention-grabbing image. And then opening right up, you've got another image from Hobby Airport. And then over here, you've got University of Iowa Children's Hospital, which is obviously one of the projects we talked about highlighting. In the corners of each piece, you've got a little icon with the industry that this project is serving. So we have transportation and healthcare over there. And so as you can see right away, it's just like, whoa. I think just a more impressive effect than if we had little sections with small photos and descriptions. I think that would still end up being kind of the same effect that we had with the last brochure. Now as you open up, you can really see, look at that. That's just really beautiful, and I think it should be big. I think that for people to be like, wow, that's gorgeous, that it needs to be seen this way. You can also tell, obviously, in each page there's a little QR code, and we can put a description or a little bit of extra information there. I think we should discuss a little bit more of that, but for now, that's what we've got going on. And then over here, we've got 1045 Washington Boulevard. Really beautiful photo when it's, in high quality like you're seeing over there. And then I think here we can do another project, but unfortunately, the remaining projects on the list that we discussed don't really have great photos that look beautiful from a marketing standpoint. U of I Transportation Center might be the exception, and so that's something that I'm considering. Then on the back, I think very little needs to change about the back except for have ExactSight and Design Assist, and then maybe some of the other technologies that we are trying to highlight with these projects. So I think that the back page can still be a little bit more informational and less visual, because if somebody has made it from the front and opened it up and gone through, and then they get to that back page, they may want to read more. They may be more seriously interested in learning about metal design. They've obviously had chances to scan, but that would still be, in my mind, a wise move. So I hope that gives you just a little better taste of what the experience would be of flipping through this. And let me know what y'all think. If we need to do something different, we certainly can. Of course, this is for you, not for me. But that is currently my thought. Thanks. So if you've been following me for any amount of time, I would hope that you know about my AMO approach: audience, message, media, outcome. That's how I approach this, and I actually had that meeting with Metal Design to talk about this brochure, and I'm just going to give you a little summary of what we came up with. The audience for this project is architects, and the outcome they want is that the architects would scan a QR code or call a phone number to start talking about their next big project. The message is that Metal Design Systems is capable of making really big, beautiful, difficult projects come to life and fulfill that architect's vision. The medium is obviously a brochure, so we're going to show these beautiful pictures of the impressive projects that Metal Design has been a part of, and to also give some information as to how Metal Design made those things possible. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. And hey, if you or someone you know has a business and you're trying to figure out what to do with the internet or even print media, shoot me an email, travis@curator.media. Shoot me a DM on Instagram or on Facebook. Tag them in this post wherever you're watching it. Send it to them. Email me their name and number. I don't care, but I would love to get in touch with anybody who is trying to figure out what can I do to promote my business. I'd love to talk with you about your audience, your business, what you're trying to accomplish. I hope that you enjoyed seeing the behind the scenes here, and follow me for more arts and crafts.